Hunter. Mirage. Cross. Rank. Wow. Woo-sha. Jala. Diana. Holgrim. Shin Sakai Koji. Azov. Ember. Barasa. Online. Asuri. Mordex. Yumiko. Artemis. Caspian. Sidra. Saul. Kaya. Isaiah. Jiro. Linfei. Zarya. Dusk. Thor. Jake. Finn. Groagok. Daimyo. Nimue.
Hello and welcome to the Friday stream. This is our study stream where we get our educations on, put on our little hats and glasses and study. This is Surus. He likes to be our kind of proxy who we educate through, and I am Duke, the educator usually for these Friday streams. If this is your first time joining us, like I saw some people in Twitch chat saying, welcome. How do you do? We got all sorts of streams on here on our dev streams. We've got Mondays our esports, Tuesday is like our community where we get to play with people and hang out, and then Friday we try to get our education. So sometimes it's like we'll teach a weapon or we'll teach a play style, teach how to move, things like that, or maybe some fundamentals of the game. And then other days we'll have them play ranked, have them like trying to practice and implement all the things that we have been studying. So one thing that Surus requested before we start today is that he's going to be playing, and I will be more actively watching him and trying to tell him, okay, here's what his opponent's doing, like helping him learn. A lot of times on these streams, I'll sit there, let him play, let him think about what's going on, and talk to y'all and be like, hey, give me your questions. So I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm going to be less active with answering your questions, but we'll still try to take some time to answer questions between matches. But without further ado, Surus, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. It's
Yeah?
going good. Took a beating last stream. I don't know if you followed that. I actually dropped into silver.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't here.
Yeah.
Coach was out of town.
I would have been upset. Now we can blame it on Josh.
Yeah, took a beating.
Okay.
Went to silver. As you can see, I've come
you got
back since then.
Okay.
Played a couple games here and there, but I kind of been working on the things that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just really taking I feel like not just taking a step back between games, but taking a step back within the game has been really important. Like why am I getting beat, right? Like I've started noticing when I'm getting too aggressive or when I keep getting punished for going in. It still is taking me a while. Like I'll probably lose a stock and a half in like trying to rush in, but at some point I'll rein myself back. And I think a really important thing that happened to me on stream last week was there was a really, really passive person, like frustratingly passive. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to be passive back, right? And it kind of worked. I think I ended up losing that. I don't remember. But what I took away from that was when that happens, like, I just need to adjust my playstyle within the game, right? Like, if someone's being a little passive, then maybe I can, like, not be so aggressive and not let them get the whiffs and everything. So I've been working on that. I haven't played a lot of ranked since then, but probably a couple games. I think I got like 2 wins in the morning, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done for the week.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to continue on your point about the whole, like, your opponent was doing a certain thing, and you were struggling against it, and it's good that you were able to recognize, okay, I'm struggling against this, I need to adjust my play style. Kind of like a big thing to know about, like, when someone's playing like passive or they're parry or things like that. Like, these are phrases that you'll hear or like you'll think, you're like, oh man, this guy's so parry, goodness.
Right.
But the thing to think about when that stuff happens is like when that word pops in your head, when you think that, then you're like, he's winning. He's doing exactly, he's playing his game and I am playing into it. And that's on me to change it up, make him play my game.
Okay.
So when you start thinking those things, that's when you go, okay, reality check, change up my play style.
Right. No, and you know, I think, and this is just a personal opinion, I think those terms are also used sometimes a little negatively, and I don't think they should be. It is really just a play style, and honestly, like, from what I've seen, the better you get, like, those play styles become less and less important. You know what I mean? Like, a parry player or a passive player, like, doesn't matter as much when you get up to the higher ranks because... Oh, you should explain Surus' neutral game and state advantage to help him understand proper time to aggress. Okay, well, we should cover that at some point.
Sure.
But you know, like, when I mean passive, I'm not saying like, oh, this person is like a horrible player or something. It's just this is a style, and I don't know how to play against that style yet. But let's jump into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. I'll let you queue up.
I'm gonna warm up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, to strike out.
A thing to know about Surus is he plays random, so if you've never seen these streams, again, he started as a tin player, and we've been coaching him, letting him level, letting him get better. Obviously, you're seeing he's semi-consistent in gold. It's okay. We're still on this screen, so nobody can see that weird things happened.
Someone said to tell them that we love them, but we love you.
We love you. We love all of you.
Really
all of you watching
our
our streams, we super appreciate it. Let me...
But, I mean, I think my progression has been pretty slow, and I think part of that is because I've been playing random. But I am, like, I can see the improvement. I can feel the improvement. People that play with me or haven't played with me in a while can see the improvement. And at the end of the day, like, I'm still almost at 1,500, which is a far cry from where I was
before.
You
used to be?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone back and looked at, like, those early streams and been like,
no,
wow?
I should, though, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking today that we should just rename the segment Spamming with Surus. Let's just let's warm up. Let's warm up. Everybody needs a warm up.
I was gonna say, okay, so someone in chat suggested I teach him neutral, and then someone else in chat afterwards was like, okay, wait, what is neutral game? So while Surus plays his warm up, I'll answer that question. So the thing to understand about neutral game, basically there's various states that you're gonna be in. There's no like very blatantly obvious way to understand it, because it's not like, hey, your character is hit, now you're in disadvantaged state. Hey, you're currently hitting your person, you're in advantage state. That's like easy ways to understand it, but there's also kind of more nuance to it, right? So Surus being off stage currently, that's a disadvantaged position. Even though he has these wall touches, eventually he's going to run out of time. He's going to have to get back onto the stage. The person on stage has the stage advantage. And all of that comes together to understand neutral game, which is when neither of y'all are in a strong, advantageous, or disadvantaged state. You're in neutral game, and it's when you're kind of like both on the stage, running around, you're dashing back and forth, and trying to find that hit, trying to open up the opponent or trying to punish the opponent. That's when you're in that neutral game, neutral position, and you understand how to play against that. So a lot of times in neutral, the ways people break neutral is with like dash attack, dash jump, weapon toss, and things like that. So that's kind of various ways to help play neutral, right? So just there, Surus was standing still. The opponent tried to break neutral by coming forward, throwing out an attack. Surus tried to respond still in neutral, but he went too far forward. So that's just him not knowing his attack ranges, but that's all about that neutral game. That's that footsies of moving back and forth, outspacing your opponent, poking them with your long range attack, or opening them up with your combo starter. Hopefully that made sense. Some of the terms used might be a little bit high level, but that's like the general concept. YouTube chat, I see y'all. I know some of y'all are looking for community colors. If you're trying to get a community color, go on over to the Twitch stream. That's where Brawlhalla is rolling through. Yep, and that is it. I see someone in chat talking about spammers, which is a general term for people who like to use a lot of signatures. Very frequently, it's like the same signature. And the thing to know about spammers is that they're very predictable. Players who really like to use signatures, use the same signatures time and time again, that makes them predictable. It makes them easily punishable. Signatures have long recovery times, so you can get around them and punish them for every single time they do it. You just have to be able to recognize the situations they're going to do it, right? So this guy really likes utilizing these back signatures, specifically that side signature. So he's going to dash back, use that side signature, and then punish Surus for being grounded and next to him. So Surus needed to jump over it, punish from above, because that side signature has a lot of horizontal range. And a final note, Surus, now that you're able to listen to me, you recover very poorly.
Predictably, yeah.
You got hit by that Lance ground pound multiple times.
Every time.
Just know, like, especially when you're like high on this, when you're recovering high on the stage, right? You don't have to be touching the wall high. You can touch the wall anywhere and you'll still reset your jumps, right?
Okay.
So one thing to do is, like you were doing the second time, you're doing like a sword recovery, but you're coming up real close to the wall. You could have just recovered like outside a little bit
and then dash
and then gone in, right? Or you don't even have to dash. You don't have to use anything. Just hold left and your character will drift into the wall. And you'll still get the touch because he was covering the wall. So you just pull off a little bit, and then you're going to be above him. You can drift in, do a down air above him, and still get that wall touch.
Okay, cool.
That's a thing that takes getting used to. It's something that happens like as you get higher level.
Right.
Is
You get more comfortable.
being
with the
comfortable
distance.
not touching the wall immediately is like pulling off and then drifting into it.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah. All right. I'll try to watch you. All right. Try not to jump dash it, dodge in. That was a bad sig. Not bad. Do falling nair. Yeah, stop doing that. Stop throwing out side six like that. Stop throwing out side six like that.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that was a punish, but that's fine. Sider, yeah. You could have side-aired him again.
Okay.
So that's fine. A thing that's happening right now is you're just kind of trading blows. You're not really going for your string starters, your side lights, your neutral lights, or your down lights. That was nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Do a down light after that. So a thing to know with Katars is you got to keep track of when your opponent dodges. So just there, he dodged and you still hit him with a neutral light. Okay, yeah. Every time he hits a side light, he's going to spot dodge. So just wait a little bit and then do your neutral light, and then you do a down light into a recovery. And it's all free.
Oh. Oh, why did I do that?
Oh my goodness.
I was supposed to be a side.
Oh my goodness. Sider. Alright, you don't need. So with Katars, you have 3 ways to move. Similar to Cannon, you can do side airs and down airs to get closer to the stage.
Ooh, nice. Ooh.
Downer. 2 unarmed downers.
Oh,
Stop throwing out sigs. Alright, so things I noticed. Your air approaches were very Katar side air reliant, which is not the one that you should be doing. You do Nair, because Nair can do bounce, so you do Nair into down light, or you do down air, because you do down air, side light, down light.
Okay.
So less Katar side airs for your approaches. When you were hitting him with side light, he kept spot dodging. That's a thing that's like super easy to exploit.
And then I would follow up with the
Yeah.
neutral. Yeah, I saw that twice, but then I think I need to break that habit of like.
Yeah, for some reason, like
Yeah.
you're like, hey, I keep hitting this thing. I'm gonna do a side sig.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, hey, you were hitting this thing. Why not keep doing it and then force him to actually think about what he's doing?
Okay.
Because you had certain things that were working. It's just like, then you would go into some old habit of like, I'm gonna dash side sig and hope that works instead.
Okay.
But yeah.
Any advice for someone who's afraid to play ranked because I'm 1 fight away from platinum?
Oof.
That's a good one.
Been there. A big thing to know is that believe in yourself. You've got this. It's okay to take a break and wait until you're like in basically as perfect a position as you can to get that one win that you need. And also, it's okay if you lose that game because you know that you can get back there again. So just play another. Play a couple more. I've been there where I've been at 1999 ELO, and then I lose the next game, and I'm like, dang it. But then I play 2 games and I win, and I'm diamond, and I'm happy again. Like it's all like just believing in yourself if you're that close. And just know like the person who's plat 1 that you're fighting is really not that much different than you as a gold. That's all. What did Wilson say? Because Wilson, I wait to use SIGs until orange or red. Yeah, that's a good rule of thumb. Is don't throw out signatures until they're orange or red. Because when you're doing them at white health, you're basically just setting yourself up to be punished. Which is kind of what's happening with this Cassidy right now. Is Cassidy just throwing out signatures? That down air into side sig is actually really fun to do for Petra. It doesn't work great, but oh, what was that? You have true combo. You have true combos.
I know.
This is you very clearly not knowing the weapon, though. Okay, that's just gonna keep happening. You should just down air from above next time, because he's just dashing under you and then doing the down sig. Oh, are you doing side light cider? There you go.
Played. All right, I think I'm.
I'm surprised that worked. You were so far away. Nice. Good job being right on top of him.
Oh.
Your down air hits higher. You're only using side light, which is not terrible, but you need to use the other ones. Considering he's trying to play higher.
Yeah, down light as well, right?
Yeah. Stick with orb. It's working for you. Do side light, down light, and neutral air. I want to see how this person will react to it. Okay, you don't know how to do that. Never mind.
No, I do.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to wait, especially when you're close like that. Like, you kind of panicked into that recovery immediately. If you just waited a little bit, you would have gotten past him for basically free.
Oh, come on. You didn't dodge on that one. He did on that one. Oh.
Nice weapon tosses. I like that you're throwing them after you knock him off stage. Nice. Really good weapon tosses. You're knocking him off stage and just keeping that pressure with the weapon tosses. Yeah, you don't know side light, down light, neutral air. So you should go into training mode and do that.
I mean, I've hit that before. Let's see.
It's really good, especially in gold, for building a lot of damage very quickly. Yeah, he's definitely spamming side light.
I was trying to get the, well, I was trying to start the,
yeah.
I was spamming it so I could start the thing.
Mostly, I wasn't going to criticize you for it, mostly because it wasn't getting hard punished. Like, I would rather you spam side light than spam side sig. Just waiting for that orb to spawn. There you go.
Yeah.
Because I'm fairly confident that that guy didn't super know how to dodge against you.
No.
I
just couldn't
which is
hit
why
him
I
in the
was like,
game.
if you just go for like the big burst, I'm reasonably sure you'll still get a lot. So,
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. Sometimes, like this is one that I've practiced with Game Fiend, and I don't know. Sometimes I just can't hit them in game. I don't know.
yeah, sometimes when you're like mid game, it's hard to like think about it.
It's
That's
the
the
same.
whole
I find that with blasters, downlight.
downlight cider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Like I can hit that in training, but I guess I just need to practice more and more.
Yeah, it's
right?
just getting it into muscle memory versus like having to think about it in matches.
All right.
All right.
Taros.
Don't use attacks unless you know it'll hit. The best way to know this is by punishing your opponent's attacks. So just wait till they miss an attack and learn when you can punish it. That's a very defensive play style, which I don't think Surus necessarily likes to do. He likes to be the one who opens up the opponent. But the idea is there, right? Is like you're trying to get them to do something. You're trying to use your movement, so force them to open themselves up for that punish.
Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Oh, who is that? Hexer's in. Thank you for the subscription. I know we had one earlier. Apologize for not shouting it out. Somebody asked a question about how do you deal with mirror matches, which is kind of relevant to this one, right? Surus and this other opponent have hammers, and Surus is doing what I would do in the mirror match, which is not going hammer to hammer. A lot of times with the mirror match, it's just kind of like knowing what your opponent is good and bad at. So it's very hard focused on what your opponent is doing. And so you can start to recognize, sorry for not watching, you're actually just destroying them, so I'm not going to comment a lot.
Taros.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, so it's just kind of recognizing, okay, my opponent is like, he's weaker on this axe, or he's weaker on the hammer. And so you can start to kind of abuse it and take advantage of that fact. Or like, even though he has the same weapons I do, he doesn't understand how to get out of this axe string. So I can just keep doing this axe string and it'll work out and I can build this damage. Or recognize like, even though we both have the same, hammer combos, if I can win neutral more often and hit that stomp, then I can get the side airs more frequently and I'll just get the damage build faster. Things like that. Spamming the word code does literally nothing. Pro Brawlhalla will roll from people in Twitch chat. All you gotta do is be watching in Twitch chat.
Nice. Ooh, I wanted the 3. I wanted the 3 stop. Sometimes we don't get what we want. A lot of times that happens in life.
I saw someone in chat asking about spammers. This is something that we kind of went over earlier, and it gets touched on a lot. But kind of the biggest thing to understand with spammers is like knowing the positioning that they're going to spam that move, right? So a lot of times it's like, hey, I'm playing against this guy who's got a lance in his hand, and every single time we are horizontal to each other on the stage, he's going to give a side signature, right? So then you recognize, okay, well, I'm in this position. He's going to side sig me every time I'm in this position. I just need to jump over it and punish it. He's laying on his combo by like 4 frames. I'll watch it. All right, good point, straight. Good point, Wilson.
Which combo?
So like your orb one.
Okay.
You weren't doing any combos in this one, I didn't think. So.
No, I couldn't.
You mostly just did axe neutral signature. How to approach with bow, I think was the question. In mid plat. Don't be over-reliant on bow downlight, but bow downlight's still really good. Dash downlight covers a huge amount of space, and it's pretty hard to react unless they're expecting it. As long as you don't do it too much, you're going to be fine. The other thing is like dash jump down air. Bow down air, those long-range shots, also really good for just like putting a hitbox really close to the opponent. But other than that, you got your standard tools, right? Dash in sidelight when you're close enough, depending on the weapon that you're playing against. It'll work really well. But yeah, those are kind of the big 3s. I like dash jump side air personally. It's harder to do just because you have to be really close.
Oh, stop with the sigs. I need to get rid of this scythe.
Oh, why were you doing that? Why were you doing that? If you were going to do that, you should have put a hitbox out. If you were going to just fall on him, especially since he was charging, you should go for the down throw. That one has active input.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This guy really likes to gravity cancel attacks. That makes him super punishable. That's a 1.5 second cooldown.
Stop it.
Play further back, and then do downlight, sidelight with your gauntlets.
Oh.
Nice. You're also getting over eager.
Okay.
You're doing a lot of just like waking up and going right back at him. Good warnings.
Okay. 2-star. We got a 2-star. Not unheard of.
Do downlights. Downlight and then neutral light.
Oh, silly.
Downlight, sideline. Cool.
Oh, I knew he was going to throw it out, too.
That was a good recovery. Staying further out.
Nice.
So a big thing that I was seeing with this one is you were avoiding his signature, and then you were going for a punish and like overshooting.
Okay.
And that's like partly you not knowing your character's moveset.
Yeah, I don't play Mordex
Yeah.
at all. Yeah.
But the other thing is like you had moves that you did know the ranges of, but you instead were like, I'm gonna hit him with the signature.
Okay.
Any punish is still better than like a whiffed punish. So even though it would technically be less damage if you had just done like a gauntlet neutral light,
Right.
you still would have punished them for doing it, and it would have had to make them think about like, should I keep doing this side signature? They probably still would have,
Yeah.
but at least you were getting a punish off instead of whiffing and then putting yourself behind them.
Okay.
So that's just a thing to think about. Is like,
Is the side light, downlight, neutral, air, is that true on orb?
no. At least I don't think it is. Chat, is it? Side light, downlight, I don't think is true anymore. Not 100% anymore. Teach him about true combos, best way to kill. I've taught him every true combo with every weapon, or at least like the common ones. It's a lot of it comes down to execution.
What's going on?
Side light, downlight is true. Okay.
What's going on here?
Right. Back to watching Surus.
I feel like I got outplayed on that one for some reason.
Let me watch you a little bit. Sorry. Your inputs are a little delayed. Like your jump nair could have been faster. Yeah, that was a weird decision. All right, all right. Oh.
I didn't mean to grab cancel there. Whoa.
Your neutral light has more range. Nice. Oh, you should have nared. That's the same thing of like you went for the big punish instead of just going in with like a dash down light.
Whoa.
Nice. Ah.
Oh!
Nice. You really like spear ground pound.
I got taken out by someone who was just doing like dash jump ground pound once. It was the most demeaning thing ever. Oh, nice dodge.
You're doing fine. You still got this. Nice.
Oh, rip. Okay.
That wasn't terrible. Okay, so
What happened at the start? I mean, like, okay, I gotta watch the replay.
I didn't see the start, but I will say, okay, so there was a part where he was charging up like a side signature gravity canceled off stage, and you were charging up a neutral signature. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
So that's one of those situations where it's like, hey, this is why you don't throw out random signatures. Because if you had just like waited and saw, okay, he's gonna do this, then you have your obvious punish of like a downlight. Also, you keep going for like the big damage when they have their dodge up. So you're doing downlight and then going for something other than side air. That's kind of one of those things where it's like, if you can pay attention to your opponent's dodges, then you know, like, I'll just go for the true combo as opposed to trying to go for like the style play. Because your opponent was able to dodge out of it basically every time.
Yeah. I feel like I started really strong, and then I just started whipping everything. I didn't follow up on that.
Yeah. You're also struggling to dodge against Scythe, I noticed.
I struggled so much against dodging on strike.
I wasn't
Scythe.
super keeping track of your dodges, so I couldn't tell if it was you actively not dodging or if you had burned your dodge poorly before it. But one of those two things is happening where you're getting caught in like way too long of a side string.
Okay. Yes. A lot. This happens to me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We get back up.
Someone in chat earlier, I'm going to answer this question real quick while Surus loads in, asked if you unlock a community color, is it for a single character or for everyone? It's for everyone, every skin, all of it. So you just get one code and it unlocks these colors for all characters, all skins, all that goodness. Is it worth learning dash, jump, fastball? Yes. Yeah, he's gonna keep using side signatures and down sig. Yeah, this guy just wants to use signatures. Honestly, you can just outrange him with down sig.
Oh, down sig. Okay.
You gotta aim it right.
I gotta face the right way, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Generally, when they're like super sig heavy like this guy is, it's better to play a little bit slower. That was nice. He kind of ran into that.
Okay.
So if you play a bit slower, because what's happening is you're like running forward at him and it just throws out the sig in place.
Oh, that was silly.
Yeah. Also, that's why you don't do the jump dodging.
Yeah. I do that a lot. That's
Yeah.
a really bad habit of mine. Okay. See, this is where I'm going too far in.
Yeah. Where you just like wake up going at him. Do a dash and dash back.
Untouchable.
Yeah, you need a lance. You are struggling right now.
Wow, that was perfect.
That was another jump
That was
dodging.
perfect.
That was another jump dodging right there.
Get out of here.
Honestly, if you just dashed back more against this guy, you'd probably be fine. Yeah, I don't know what that gravity cancel sidelight was about.
Oh, silly. Shouldn't have taken that bait.
Yeah, the more you're dashing back, the less he knows what to do against you. And you see how you got punished the one time you dodge in on him?
Oh, rip.
Wow.
Okay, it's rolling. It's rolling. We heavy. Come on, don't make it back.
That's fine. That's damage. Nice. Keep going, keep going, keep going. He's not dead. Nice.
Okay.
Did that help?
What did I do right? What did I do right? I took a step back. I was going in too fast.
Yeah.
I was going in too fast, and yeah. Okay, the backdash. The backdash, right? Whew, that helped a lot.
You started getting punished because you were dodging in on him, and so he was just throwing out the hitbox and you're getting caught. So I was like, just backdash it.
Yeah.
And because he doesn't know how to approach you. Like the one time you were backdashing and he actually hit you, he did like a jump stare. But like,
right.
If you weren't like hard stuck on I need to backdash, you would have just dashed underneath him and been fine. But like, the second you started just being like, all right, I'm gonna play a little bit further back instead of just running at him, that's when you did fine.
All the congratses and the GGs in chat. Thank you guys so much. I don't know if you have felt this yet, but I've also been working on my mental a lot.
Yeah.
I have vowed to myself after after the last week that we were on, when I said I was going to do this, I vowed to myself I don't take the breaks like I said, but I'm not taking it personally.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can taunt all you want, you can do whatever you want. It's fine. It washes over me. Well, I try.
Yeah. I will say one thing that I think people have trouble with is like realizing that your elo is not a reflection of you.
Yeah.
Which is it's hard to like fully grasp, but it's like realizing that just because you're 1400, it does not mean poorly of you. Thank you, Mansana41 for the subscription. And I have actually noticed. I do want to commend you on that because you're taking more breaks after matches.
Yeah.
And it's showing and it's helping.
Okay.
How does the rank system work? It's based on an elo system, which is originated in chess, but the short of it is that you and your opponent have numbers associated with your skill, and depending on the difference between your elos and who wins or who loses, it changes each other's, right? So the higher the person who, if someone really high elo plays against someone really low elo, if they win, their elo only goes up a little bit because they're expected to win, right? If their elo is really high and they play against someone really low and they lose, they're going to lose a lot of elo because they are going to be brought closer to that person who they lost to. So it's kind of like a very complex balancing act. There's a lot of technical math that goes into it, but for the purposes of understanding as a player, all you really need to know is that if you beat someone higher elo, you'll get more elo than if you beat someone lower elo than you.
So elo's also just chiming in here.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard in chess. So the formulas and everything, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, are actually available online.
Yeah.
And we use a pretty standard elo, from what I understand.
I think our K value's 15 or 17, something like that. But yeah, if you want a general understanding of elo as a whole, it originated in chess, and so you can look up how chess elo works. And now I'll go back to actually watching. That was a really good attempt at the neutral light.
Nice.
You could have just dash side lighted. When you outspace like that closely, just do like a dash side light, yeah.
Oh, that was supposed to be a grab out.
Nice.
See?
Little over eager. Alright, so I'm seeing him spot dodge a lot. Next time you hit him with something, just charge a sig.
Okay. Which sig? Any sig?
So if you hit him with a side light, charge a down sig. Watch out. Recovery.
Burnt my dodge on that one too. Okay. But you see, this is the kind of player I was talking about. This is very frustrating, this play style. But the flip side is these kind of people, I feel like, remain in gold and plat for a while, because they don't work on their games like that. Like, it's not a viable playstyle in the long term.
Oh, you're going a little early there.
I could also force the dodge with like a dash back dash, right?
Next time you hit like an axe neutral light, do a dash forward weapon toss. Yeah, this guy really likes the spot dodge. So just do like long active frame moves or charge 6.
Oh, that would have been sweet. Nope.
No. Do dash forward weapon toss. He's baiting you with that side stick now. Dash forward weapon toss. Nope.
Ripperoni. Oof.
Yeah, so if you were going to do a sig off that neutral light, neutral sig was not the one to do. You should have done like a side signature, if anything.
Okay.
But also, with how damaged they were, that would have only put you in a bad position.
Okay.
So instead, that's why you do a dash forward weapon toss after the neutral light.
Okay. Messiah Donaldson says, I'm trying not to get angry watching Surus play. Trust me, I'm trying the same thing too. Taking a couple deep breaths here.
There's something you used to do a lot that you've like completely forgotten, which is when an opponent does a lot of signatures, you used to weapon toss all the time at them.
Yeah.
You used to be really good about that. It's like, okay, this person keeps charging up a side signature like at mid-screen. All right, weapon toss. But now you've just like completely forgotten that.
Oh.
This is a good down toss. Nice. Nice. You saw the dodge down, so you went for the extra. That was a good weapon toss. He's not dead, though.
Oh, that was supposed to be down.
Yeah. Throw away that. You very clearly don't know how to play scythe.
Yeah.
Your scythe play is like all 6.
Maybe I should just keep it. I would much rather keep the spear than to weapon starve with the scythe, for real.
You can also throw straight up and then throw away the scythe and then pick up the spear again, which is what you were doing when you had Lances or Roland.
Ooh, the guitar loop. Okay, they're spacing well now. Nice, nice.
Spreads that hit. So they like to dodge down off your spear side light. So next time, instead of doing a dash back, just do a second spear side light. Like, delay it a little bit, but do a second spear side light.
Oh!
And the other thing that's happening is every time he hits you with a grounded guitar move, he chase dodges through you. Go forward when he hits you. Like, dash forward when he hits you. Okay, not like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you're grounded.
Oh, what? Where was the down light?
Oh. You're starting to panic.
A little. I can feel the SIGs coming. That was it.
Yeah. Good
this
try.
gold is better than 3/4 diamond players. Hey, if Wilson says it, I'll agree. Whew.
He had some good guitar strings.
Very good, yeah. And he never picked up axe. I think that was why. It was just a straight guitar.
Yeah, it was mostly guitars were just opening you up. You should have used your range advantage a little bit more when he was going super guitar heavy, but
Okay, and is that just like With spear, that would be like poking.
Yeah, spear neutral light or like spear nairs, but not like pushing forward into them with those. And then with scythe, it's like neutral light. Someone was asking about Kaya Spear, how to play it. It's pretty much straightforward as most other spear characters. It's like you use the neutral light for poking, side light's your string opener, and then see how they react at a side light because there isn't a true combo. Generally, you start off with like a side light, and then a safe option is just stand still neutral light or chase dodge through turnaround side light. Things like that are pretty safe to do as you're feeling out how your opponent reacts to side light. Once you know how they react at a side light, that's when you go for the big stuff: side light, down light, side light, back dash, side light, down light, things like that. Next time you hit like a Sair or a side light, just do another side light in position.
Oh, that's not a thing.
Nope. Definitely not with Zariel. Nope.
Oh, wrong way. Oh.
I like that I didn't see a lot of signatures until they were basically kill percent. That was pretty good. Yeah, okay. So they're gonna dodge in every single time you hit that side light. So just stand in position, do a second side light. And then you go for the string.
Ah, ripperoni.
You're getting a little over eager. You can sit on the wall a little longer. Because he's not challenging
No
you.
punish?
Yeah, exactly. He's not challenging you on the wall. So you catch your breath on the wall.
Oh,
Ooh, that's unfortunate for him. That's unfortunate for him.
That would have been such a dope ground pound if I pulled it off, though. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, no!
I'm so thrown off by these point blank weapon tosses, but you know what, they're working, so I can't be too mad.
The most dangerous man in the dojo is the white belt.
It's probably the guy with the gun.
Oh, yeah, that was stupid. That was silly.
Remember, you have Gauntlet Cider.
Oh, for recovering?
Yeah, because you're just playing like you didn't have gauntlets in your hands.
Okay, the panic sigs are coming out a little bit.
He's technically panic sigging too, but you're not
out.
punishing it.
Whew, all right. We got this, y'all. We got this. All right, so what was this double side you were talking about?
When you hit him with one side light, he likes to dodge forward after it.
Punish. No punish.
All right, do a dash jump recovery with how high he's playing. Or try to catch his landing with a down light. Nice. Yeah, you can down light. Down light. Stop doing side sig. Just down light, neutral light. Yeah, just keep weapon starving him. He's gonna play like that. Remember, dash jump recovery. Dash jump recovery when he goes over the gap.
Oh, silly.
Okay, every time you want to side sig, just do a down light instead.
Whew, okay.
That was rough.
Yeah. I was thinking too much, for sure. All right, what else? Tell me.
Okay,
hit me with it.
So you didn't recognize that he had this bad habit. Well, he like stopped the habit, weirdly enough, but he had this bad habit of dodging forward after you hit a side light. So that's what I was telling you. Hit a side light and then stand there, and then you do the 3-piece side light down light.
Oh,
because he was
okay,
dodging
so
after the first side light. Yeah.
Burn his dodge and then poke again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he, on the final stock, started playing really panicky on the 2 platforms, right? You saw him just like floating above it.
Yeah.
And you would go for like a jump gravity cancel N-sig or just like throw out an N-sig on the ground.
Is that that's what I should have done?
No, do recovery.
Okay.
Dash jump recovery.
Okay.
Covers a lot of space. So you do dash jump recovery and catch him when he's going over the platforms. Because if he's going up, then he'll have a lot of vertical space. But since he's crossing, then he
I can
has to
catch
stay a
him
little
on
bit lower.
the
Yeah,
diagonal.
so you get him while he's crossing.
Okay.
We have time for one more game. I just
All right,
realized
let's
it's
do it.
151.
All right, let's do it. It's got to be a W. Though.
And then the last thing was
what the hell?
you kept going for these long-range side signatures. Instead, you should have been doing downlight.
This is gonna be a tough one
Okay.
for me. This one,
You can't play him?
Hellboy? No. I can play cross, but I don't know if this matchup is good.
Okay, so brief rundown of stats while Surus' opponent doesn't move. Strength increases how much damage your attacks do, as well as how far opponents get sent flying. Defense is basically the opposite. It's how much damage you take. It limits it. The higher your defense, the less damage you take. And the less far you get sent flying, the less force you receive. That's kind of the technical way to say it. Excuse me. Dexterity affects the recovery frames of attacks. So if you use an attack, it's how long until you can use your next attack. It is not always like the difference between a 4 and a 5 dex is not always on every single one. You lose a frame or anything like that. And it does not affect signatures. And last one is speed. That's the one that was in the question. And speed affects how fast your character moves, both on the ground and on stage. So Hattori moves across the stage much faster than Queen Na. You also move slower in the air than you do on the ground, but that's the stats. Hopefully that helps. All right, Surus, he's doing fine.
No.
I don't know what these ground. Well, I don't know.
He's trying to.
All right, he keeps landing in front of you. Just do a downlight, man. You don't even have to dash on it. Like, he's just straight up landing right in front of you.
He's trying to. I know exactly what he's trying to do.
He's just going for unarmed down airs. Nice. Recovery? Aw. Should've got him for recovery. Recovery hits closer. Down. Oh no! What are you doing?
I know, right?
Yeah, why you don't have to dash in against this guy? You don't do your dash attack just because he's coming to you. So you just do your attack.
I think this person's trying to flex with unarmed.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. They're playing real goofy. Nice. Good job catching him. He's playing super floaty.
Oh, I'm falling for it too, though. Wow.
Oh no.
What's the opposite of god tier spacing? Scrub tier spacing. All right, we're gonna do one more if I lose this one.
Might have to.
Yeah, I'm. You know what the weird thing is? I'm struggling to understand why I'm losing this game.
Honestly, it's mostly you're overshooting. You're like running into his attacks when you're trying to punish.
Okay.
And it's partly just you not knowing your character's hitboxes. Oh, you could have charged that. And punish? Nope, no punish. You should be doing downline side air. Nice. Yeah, you keep hitting him with Blaster's Neutral Light, which is good, but you can get more if you do a downlight side air, and it would hit in the same general space. You should have maintained the pressure. You saw how he was going like up and off stage? Yeah, don't do jump gravity cancel N-sig. That's just like not good. Yeah, take those platforms. When he goes high like that, take those platforms. Yeah.
Is it just me? Is anybody else getting frustrated at this? But this is the game plan, right? This is what this person wants.
Yeah.
They want you to get frustrated. This is what they play like.
Next time you hit a neutral light, do chase dodge N-sig.
Oh!
Oh no. Oh no. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. Just don't panic. Definitely just stop doing N6. There you go. There you go. All right, it worked out. There you go.
That one was for all of you. That one was for all of you. All right. Oh wow. Why is he running? Good question. Ladies. Good question.
So one thing to take away from that one. Okay, so you noticed he was going on the tri-platforms, and you're like, I'm struggling against it. When you started taking the platform from him, like he was on the right one, he'd jump up to the middle. When you went up to the right platform, then you had a better position to cover that high and the left side.
So I was having an issue with that. So because there's 3 platforms, right?
Yeah.
And this is because I understand the whole like platform dominance thing. So like if they're up there, they can't go any further up, right? But so when I was on this one, he was going mid and then jumping all the way here. How am I supposed to maintain that sort of map dominance on him when if I am here, he has now this entire map?
So easiest way to think about this. Let's get out of this.
Oh, chat, thank you so much. Appreciate that. He was trying to Chaos in YouTube says he was trying to make a pattern and then break it and confuse you. Okay.
Yeah. He definitely had a very odd playstyle. Let me do this. Wait, no, that's not what I need. How do I can't go to full screen from there. Or fixed camera. It is fixed. Okay. So, sorry. Quick map talk real quick on this one, and then we'll go into the big way, which will be happening over in Twitch chat. So if you're watching anything else, now's your opportunity to move over to Twitch chat. I don't need it. I just need the mouse for this.
Okay.
So let me turn on mouse capture, show mouse. Okay, cool. So y'all see this mouse? You see this mouse. Do they see this mouse?
I see the mouse. Do y'all see it?
I don't know. Chat. Do y'all see this mouse? It says mouse. Oh, there it is. Show mouse. Okay, cool. Push live. All right. So now do y'all see this mouse? No? Huh.
We can use Bodvar for it, right?
Okay. Anyways, so you were saying you're over here on this right platform, right? And then they're up. They have to move up here. So when you're down here in the middle where this sword is,
they have this. They have everything up.
Yeah,
here,
they have all 3, right?
Yeah.
So if they're on one of these 2 left platforms, then they have to move up to the middle. They can't move straight across because you're in the middle here.
Right, and coming down, I'll punish them.
Yeah. So if they move across, you just do a jump nair, right? So they have to move up here. So you chase them up to this right platform. They're going to move up here.
Right,
so now you have this right platform. They have the top. They can't go straight down because you can cover all of this center space from this right platform.
Yeah.
So they have to come over here. You can dash jump across faster than they can fast fall left. And you can get there before them because grounded movement is faster than air movement.
So the dash jump is where it comes in.
But even so, dash jump nair covers them moving across that. And that's what was happening is when you were here and they were up on the top, you would do a jump nair and catch them crossing over. So that's you needing to just take those platforms. At the very least, it's much stronger to be in this position on the platform while they're up here than on the bottom platform.
Okay.
Because when you're on the bottom platform and they're on the top platform, there's 0 pressure on them.
Okay. I see that. So really it comes down to being able to, like, you have this middle section now, but you need to maintain it with the dash jump movement, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
But the first step was you needed to take those platforms.
Yeah.
Once you took the platforms, then you had the opportunity.
Okay.
And then if they're up here and they're not moving to the outside platform, then a dash jump recovery, dash jump nair comes up underneath it.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So if you're on the side platform, right?
Yeah.
And they're up here on the middle platform,
Yeah.
right? Because you've just pushed them up there by moving up onto the platform.
Right.
Then you do a dash jump recovery and just cover up top. See?
Okay.
So they have to go even higher, but you staying underneath them gives you that strong position.
Okay, so push him up there and then force him to go even higher.
Yeah.
Now it's all me.
Yeah.
And when he comes
you're
back
taking
down-
the stage from him when
Yeah.
you do that.
And so now his options are to come down here.
Yeah, he has to come down.
Right. Or
but
maybe
he's-
even come down to the edge.
Yeah, he has to go outside, but again, it's air movement versus you're below him with the same air movement. You can fast fall. You can
Nice.
throw outsiders. You have
Okay.
that position. Yeah. All right. Little bit of stage.
Leora Fox 04 says,
info.
Duke, I'm going to try all these tips you're giving. It may work since I'm plat. It will work. It will work. These are
Believe in it.
basics. These are basics. I think these apply to every level of gameplay.
Yes, those are all tips to help y'all. Hopefully, there's something a little bit for everyone. Usually, is what we try to do with these. Is like there's all sorts of stuff. But while we set up the big away,
I'm going to talk to chat.
Yeah.
Muhammad YT and Afrai are asking about mobile. Yes, so the mobile community has been waiting for the release of Brawlhalla Mobile. Brawlhalla Mobile is not ready to release just yet. We're still in beta. Emails and invites are being sent out slowly. And we will announce when that ends. And so stay tuned. If you're already in it, then, keep playing along. If you've signed up for it, hold tight. You might get some emails coming through. Like I said, it is going to be impossible for us to invite everybody that signed up. It was amazing how many people signed up. But we're gonna be sending them out slowly and surely. So check your inboxes, check your junk mail. How can you download mobile? So mobile signups were open a while back. Signups are now closed. So if you haven't signed up already, it's a little late for signing up. But if you have signed up, then your name is on a list somewhere.
probably the FBI.
It's just a matter of where you were in queue and how many we can send out before we get ready to start launching. Because at some point the beta is going to end and Brawlhalla Mobile will come out.
Yes. All that good information, most of it, I believe, is on brawlhalla.com/mobile and as well as our socials. So just check out those different locations. But this is the big away. Type hashtag Gold Surus in Twitch chat if you want to join the big away. Yes, the
Gold Surus.
hashtag Gold Surus, capital G, capital S. If you're in YouTube, if you're in Twitter, if you're in Steam, anything like that does not work. Has to be in Twitch chat. Come on over to Twitch chat because that is where this is happening.
Hashtag gold. And you only have to do it once. Once you're
Yes.
entered, you usually, I think you get like a whisper or something from
It
Moobot or
depends. Yeah,
Whisperbot or
if we
something.
do it through Moobot, you'll get a whisper. So we're doing it that way.
But yeah, just do it once and then you get, that's all it really takes is spell it right. Spell
Yes.
it once. I think I'm going to be playing this weekend.
Yeah.
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 It was a busy week. I actually didn't even get to play much this
Really?
week. Yeah, just like so much stuff going on at work and everything. Patch was out, right? So like, it's always a busy time for everybody.
Yeah.
So I think next week I'll be able to play a little more maybe. We'd love to answer your questions. I don't know what the question was over in YouTube, Messiah Donaldson. What was the question?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Feel free to ask the question again. It'll be easier to read it if it's in YouTube chat.
Yeah.
But also remember hashtag gold, capital G, capital S, Gold Surus only applies to Twitch chat. So if you're putting it in YouTube chat, it does literally nothing. If you do it in Twitch chat, it enters you into the big way. Show us the top of your head. That's what someone wants to
Muhammad YT, sorry, there's no new information. Just the top of my head is that.
I don't know, man.
Okay. So this is a good question, but it's a good question I think for the stream itself. But we'll try and answer it while we're waiting. Why don't you make 3 seconds for every sig to kill, to kill spam? Well, so this is the thing, right? There is startup frames, and there are what's it called at the end of it? Recovery frames for every move, and signatures. And correct me if I'm wrong, but signatures do have a lot more.
Generally, it's not like across the board, but a general rule of thumb is
right. Especially like startup frames, a lot of them you can see, you can see a sig coming.
Yeah.
And that's why if you look in higher levels, and I'm not a higher level player, but if you look in higher levels, you don't see a lot of 6-ban because players, they practice to read that. They practice their movements to punish it as well. So just keep in mind like why you keep getting hit by SIGs. See are you getting in too close that you're getting constantly punished. That's what I do. That's my biggest one when I have someone who spams a lot against me is it's usually because I'm getting in too close and then I'm just getting punished. Good thing for that is backdash plus spacing. With those two, I think you can avoid even like a lot of the like Orion SIGs or Taros' side SIGs that cover a lot of distance.
Yeah, to that point as well, it's kind of like you have to recognize positioning, right? Going back to like Orion Lance side signature, if you're above him, he's not going to do that. And if he does do an Orion Lance side signature,
oh yeah, you don't play in gold.
Why are you doing the Orion Lance side signature over there?
No. They will. I have had people play against me that will literally only do sides.
Okay, well,
and then sometimes they will go for the neutral. But even if I'm jumping over them, it'll just be like a side sig, and it's a real easy jump over.
Yeah. But that's my point, though, is like, if they're doing an Orion Lance side signature, the only place it's going to hit is straight ahead.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You just know your positioning, know where those signatures are going, and then you can punish it from being above them, hit them with the weapon toss, get behind them, things like that.
Right.
It's just you got to know your positioning around those signatures. So it's not necessarily a matter of like, oh, this signature is like, he keeps doing it. What the heck? That's ridiculous. It's more like, hey, recognize where you're going so that you can avoid it.
Eric's Life in Games. We usually open up community games. Sometimes on Fridays. We didn't today. But we usually have community games. Do they do it on the esports stream? I think they open it up sometimes.
Sometimes. It hasn't really been happening lately. Yeah. But sometimes those esports dev streams will have pros versus viewers.
Right.
Tuesday is generally the best place to get those like community games in.
So if you want to play with us, Tuesdays, watch the Tuesday stream, and you can hop in. We give the room number out, and you can join us. I'm going to read out the winners: Voeli Smikelvolt, Polyamorphous, Koniz, Power Bazinga, Daisy Smile, and Duke's just going.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You've already entered.
Dakotera. Dakotera.
Dude, that's my favorite state.
Swaggy Co Carp. Wolfgang 0777.
And we'll do one more.
One more. Inspect_FN.
All right.
Archer Kirby, you fought me in ranked once. Please tell me I won.
Even if he didn't, please tell him. That's going to be it for our big stream. We will be whispering those codes to people who won via the big away sometime later today after the stream. If you won via Pro Brawlhalla, then make sure you whisper us. Again, Pro Brawlhalla is not giving codes to everyone,
right?
But it will be people who are watching chat will be entered. And what did people win? Pro Brawlhalla gives community colors, and the big away that we just did will be some sort of cosmetic item as well as a community color. And again, this list that we just did is going to be whispered after the stream.
Yep. So make sure your whispers are up. I don't know if you said that. Sorry, I was reading chat.
You're good.
Someone said they beat you by 5 health.
Wow.
Time. Yeah. It was close. That's what we call close, though. Also, Duke's going to ban you from the stream.
Yeah. I've never lost a game in my life, so
don't know what you're talking about.
I gotta ban people who lie. That's it for the Friday stream. Thanks for watching. Again, Mondays at 5 p.m. is the esports. Tuesdays is our community stream, and then Fridays is our educational stream. That's it. Goodbye.
All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.